Hello, everybody. Welcome to my weird, wonderful world. And today I'm going to be talking about a few little things. It's going to be mostly a ramble video. And just start off by saying that if you notice, I don't do many rant videos anymore, and I won't be. I don't know. I'm although I'm never going to get rid of the ones I've already made. I think they showcase a wide range of my personality and who I am, and doesn't mean I might not rant about something in the future. But if I do, I'm going to make sure it's if I have to rant, it's going to be something really worth ranting about. That has to be important. I mean, but this is going to be a ramble video. I am going to be bouncing around a little bit of topics here and there, but that's okay. I just want to let you know what's going to happen in the next couple of weeks or months or so. So, as you may know, one of the first things I want to talk about and remind everybody about is that there's going to be a solar eclipse happening through North America coming up very soon. In April on April 8th. And so far, okay, so far I've been looking at the forecast for that particular day in the weather every day for the last couple of weeks. You can go ahead and look at what they're forecasting that day might be. And so far that whole entire week it shows sunny. It shows sunny skies. But as we creep up to it there, I'm just hoping it doesn't change. So far my hopes are getting a little up there because it's forecasting beautiful clear skies for that day. And I'm just please because I cannot miss this. I'm going to try to coax somebody to drive me up there to and check this out for me. Ideally, what I want to get is somebody who I can trust, somebody I can definitely trust to bring their camera. Like, well, actually use my camera. I'll let them use my camera, but like delicately, like do not drop my camera. Or it's my phone, but I just called it my camera. And film me. I basically want on my channel to document not necessarily what's happening. I might poke my camera up at it, but you're not going to be able to see much with this. And I want to make sure I'm totally safe. I'll have a couple of riggings so I can. What I'm probably going to show with that is I'll create one of those white page tape things where you put a pin like a pinprick hole, and then you can and then use the yeah. You'll see. I'll be doing a multiple little things here and there and trying to make this a big event. But it's mostly I want to capture my excitement and my enjoyment of the event. Because sure, you can probably check on YouTube or so many different other sites and check all that stuff out by of a. I mean, the whole point of a total solar eclipse like that is to be able to be there and witness it. I'm like I want to document my reaction to it. I think that's going to be much more exciting than some same old you know eclipse that you need to be there to appreciate. Because if you're somewhere and you haven't seen an eclipse before and you're just watching my reaction to it, you're getting a secondhand account of it, and you can watch so many better videos about Eclipse. No, it's gonna be about me. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little egotistical about it. But anyway, that is my plan for the solar eclipse. I need to go see it. That's a reminder for that. Also, in May is going to be a great month. Oh, by the way, just a side note. If like, I don't know if I mentioned this already yet, if my roommate shows up soon because he's due to show up, it'll be fine. He won't bug me. He won't Yeah, he's so respectable and such a great guy. I'm so happy to have such an awesome roommate like him. I wish so many other people were like him. You know, like in app like in I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. In just his attitude, he's such a cool guy. He's just a good, honest and decent person. So yeah, I just wanted to give props to that first. But being friends with my roommate, he lets me know stuff in advance that somewhere in May, I think it's around. It starts on the 8th, but he's going to be gone on a trip to Egypt for 3 whole weeks. So I will have the place to myself. He's just going on a trip. He's not moving out or anything. But he's going on a trip to Egypt, and I'll have the whole place to myself. So, and of course, then by then the weather outside will start getting nicer. Days will be much longer, and I'll be able to do so much more for you guys. So So I have some plans in May. There's a because once I'm done my tutorial videos, which I'm going to do another one this weekend, this week here, before Thursday for sure. I yeah, I'm going to do another kind of project where okay, get this. Now, it'll be I'm I'll be kind of knocking down multiple targets with one stone basically. Is that I want to take an album. I don't know which one, but just one CD or just an album in general and try to create a comic book around it based on that, like using the lyrics as captions here for it and this and that. I mean, there's so many that has done it already, but I don't want to take something that an album that somebody else has done. I want to take something a little bit more obscure, something that you wouldn't necessarily take and make a comic book out of it. Like for example, I'll go get that. I was thinking about ta- taking this album and creating a comic book about it. I was looking at it, and I was looking at the because if you look at the set list, okay, and you with because it starts with Sense, Bone, Dirt, and Paper Mache Dream Balloon. The first 4 songs would be one comic book. It'll be 4 chapters, but they'll be part one, and that will be just one of the comic book. It'll be a trilogy, but that'll be part one, and then we'll get to part two when we start off like the second comic book. We'll have 4 chapters of Trapdoor, Cold Cadaver, The Bitter Boogie, and NGRI Bloodstain. Yeah, that would be the second chapter, and then you'll get the third chapter, which starts with time equals fate, and then time equals money, and then most of what people like, and then ends with paper mache, which is if you. And I just realized the other day when I played this for my friend I'll name him. His name is Robert. He's a really good friend of mine. When I went over and visited him, and I played this for him, and we got to paper mache. I don't know why it didn't occur to me the first few times I heard this that end song, which is a little instrumental, it's like a medley of every little like yeah, it's a little medley of every little what's the word I'm looking for? Every little melody from each of the songs from the album. So it goes through paper mache at the end. It goes through each of the other songs. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna have to recommend it one day in my recommendations for people to check this out, because I think this would be the perfect little. I think this is the one of the perfect. If you know your audience, this could be one of the perfect little gateway into King Gizzards and the Lizard Wizards world. I'm so And I want to take a second also to mention this band. I'll get back to the original subject of me doing art tutorials and that about this. But yeah, this band is becoming. I think it's probably in my top 5 favorite bands. It gets me so excited about music again. This and Sparks, okay? These are equally above everything else right now in music. This and Sparks has really kind of made music really started making music. Not that it would never diminish my joy and my excitement for music, but it kind of even made me even more joyful and happy about music. And it's really it's tickling my musical funny bone and all that good stuff. So yeah. So I do recommend people really diving into Sparks and King Gizzard. I stand by King Gizzard. I know you might go and look through their catalog and see some of the names of their albums and think to yourself, really? And when you see how many albums they created in such a short period of time, you'd be like, really? Do I want to get into that? But no, it's really worth the investment. And a warning: if you do going to get into King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, they tackle so many different types of genres that it's so different from the next. Yeah, they can go into really hardcore electronica. They can go into synth pop. They can go into even doing rap, some raps here and there. They got some very experimental. They're one of the most experimental bands that I have ever experienced so far that I know of. So yeah, I highly recommend it. Now going back into my comic book idea with this, yeah, I want to take this album into 3 chapters, 3 separate comic books. It'll be like a trilogy, and covering 4 songs, 4 songs, and 4 songs. I think those songs they break up at the perfect spots to make it a perfect trilogy comic book that I would love to work on in front of you guys. I think that would be an interesting project. But you tell me what you think, or maybe even give me suggestions of something if you know I have it in my collection, because you should know if you watch regularly my channel. You should know what's in my collection. Something from my collection that I should do a comic book for. That's not already done by another artist. Now I don't know if this has been done by another artist. I'm assuming that it's not, but I could be wrong. I bet you somebody probably did think of it. But I want to do that. I do actually want to do that. Make that into a comic. So that's going to start in May. Especially that week, the first week when my roommate goes for that trip. Yeah. And so also I also just lastly want to mention, okay, before I go, I don't want to make it too long, that I want my that I'm not going to be using my. I think I've mentioned something at the beginning already about this, but yeah, I don't want to use my channel for rants or anything. I'll leave them there, but yeah, I think I may have already mentioned it. I've done this video actually a couple of times already. This is probably my 3rd take, so if I repeat myself, I sincerely apologize. But yeah, I'm not scripting anything. I'm just rambling on the top of my head. But anyway, one more thing. Yeah, I think from here on in, at the beginning of some of my videos, what I'm going to start doing, and I hate doing it, but I know that it's going to help me in the long run. I always kind of feel weird when I ask, but yeah, I will be more often because I think it will help. I just want to remind, and when I say this, just check the buttons down below, and you'll see one of them shimmer when I say this. please consider subscribing to my channel. and and if like, please, if you like my channel, press the like button. Don't be afraid of that like button for any other video too. I don't know why more people don't press likes on videos. It's just such a it's a courtesy. It's a courtesy. Unless you don't like the video, and again, giving people a dislike, I feel is in bad taste. And honestly, I haven't gotten any dislikes in a while, so I don't want to jinx it. But if you dislike my video, I'm not gonna take offense to it either. And leave me comments. Again, let me know what you think of my videos and any of my videos. Please leave me comments. You know how much I love those too. I love hearing from you because I want to know what I'm doing to be able to make better videos for you. And if you don't tell me, I try. I try to listen to you, and I try to do what you guys say. And usually, sometimes I know I'm a little slow in getting to them, but when I say I'm going to do something on my channel, I do it. I always end up doing it. So, okay, I'm going to just stop right here, and before I rambled a little bit too much, I'm just going to let you go. And as always, please be safe. Take care. I will see you on the flip side. And please, everybody, have a great day, evening, night, or morning, wherever you may be. Peace, everybody.